Don't you just hate it when the person sitting next to you smells like they were sleeping on the bus for the past 2.5 weeks? I hate that. Haven't made one of these videos in a while. High school. It's either going to be really good or really bad. There's like no in between. First off, have to wake up really early in the morning to get to school. And once you're at school, you know, everything's all fine. You know, you just kind of don't want to talk to anyone because it's just so early in the morning. That's not fun. Taking the bus, even worse, because you have to get up even earlier. So you're kind of just walking down the hallway, as usual. You go to my first class, and you see that person that you just became friends with on Facebook, and you're not sure whether to say hi or not because you're not sure if you're like good enough friends, that kind of thing. And they're like right here, like they're really close to your face. So you just kind of like, and then you walk away. I hate that. It's so, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just awkward. And then sometimes people like do this thing where they're like they'll nod their head like, hey. But you're not that good of a friend to actually like say hi. Another thing about the hallways, you do not know anyone when you're in the hallways. Nobody knows you either. You're walking down the hallways and you see someone you know or someone in your class, you don't say hi. Of course they don't, because they're gonna be like,
who are you?
Like, geez, it was half an hour ago. It wasn't that long ago. Like, come on, man. I mean, I'm your friggin' lab partner, for crying out loud. How do you not remember me? You don't say hi to your friends, you don't say hi to your teachers, even your best friend. If they come walk by, you don't say hi. Or if you go to say hi, and then they'll just kind of be like, yeah, whatever. Okay, when you sit down in class, you know, you're sitting down waiting for class to start, and everyone's talking, you know, and then the teacher's kind of like, okay, you need to quiet down, and there's still like one or two conversations still going on. And there's always that one kid that's like the loudest kid in like the entire class, and he'll just tell everyone to shh, 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 shh. I just hate when the loud kid in the class tells everyone else to shh, like he's like the quietest kid ever. I mean, you know, I don't talk that much during class. Like, if I have a question, I'll just ask the person next to me, like, not the one that smells like the bus stop or whatever, but, you know, the other person on my other side, I'll be like, what's going on? Not like you personally, like, in class, like, what's going on, I don't understand. And they'll be like, oh, this, and this. And then the loudest person who's sitting at the other end of the entire classroom is telling you to shh, so everyone else around you can hear, you know, because that makes sense. I think the teacher's the one that should be telling the loud kid to stop shushing. Like, shush the loud kid that's shushing. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Sometimes the kid that's shushing everyone else in the entire classroom is usually, like, the slow kid. Like, if we have a substitute teacher, that's the kid that'll be like,
excuse me? Oh, yeah. Where's Mrs. Schneebly?
And the teacher has to repeat herself like,
I'm Mrs. Gale. I'll be the substitute for today. Mrs. Schneebly will be back tomorrow.
wow, like we didn't already friggin' know that. And the kid's still like,
Wait, so you're like our teacher now?
we're not all idiots. Except for that kid.
Where?
I kinda just want to punch that kid in the face, like really hard. Like, how are you passing? These are the questions that haunt me. You know what I'm saying? You understand me? Like when you raise your hand because you're like, yeah, I have a question. The teacher walks over and she's asking you, you know,
What's the problem?
and then you explain to her what you don't understand, and then she just kind of ignores you and just talks. Pointing a lot of things on the paper. You know, she could be talking about her day yesterday. You know, it doesn't even make sense to the question you asked. And she just kind of walks away. So you're just kind of like sitting here, like, were you gonna like answer my question? Cause, you know, no, I didn't really understand what the hell you were saying. So you didn't really get help at all with what you're asking question. I just hate that so much. So much. The last thing I have to say is when there's like a minute and a half left of class, so you gotta like back up your binder, you gotta put all your stuff in your backpack. As soon as my book's closed, and your teacher reacts like you're pulling out a gun on the class. The teacher goes,
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Jesus!
What do you think you're doing?
I was packing up my books. Like, how does that even make sense? How can it be that big of a deal for you to, like, scream at me from the other side of the classroom, helping the shushing kid, to tell me not to pack up because there's a minute and a half left of class? It's not like we had friggin' 20 minutes. Like, geez, it's a minute and a half. Our transition time is only a minute and a half, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. These are the things that anger me in school. Comment below new rant topics. Give this video a like if you agree with anything that I said, or you just, enjoyed watching my video. See you later.